I'm Brooke.
And this is Mornings with Riddle. Today, we are looking into a department we have not yet covered, and that is the therapy department here at Riddle Village. We have a lot of services that are available to our residents, but sometimes this department can be overlooked because when residents come in, they may not necessarily need therapy at that moment, but we have such a great, strong program that we thought it'd be interesting to bring you some information about that therapy department.
Right, so today I sat down with Karen, who oversees the therapy department, and she told me a lot of things that I didn't even know were available to residents, and we covered physical, occupational, and speech therapy, and it was a really helpful conversation.
I really can't wait to see what Karen had to say, so why don't we take a look?
Sounds good. Hi Karen, how are you?
Great, how are you?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Great.
So we wanted to talk a little bit about the therapy program at Riddle Village, something that I think could help all residents kind of learn more about it. What exactly can residents expect from inpatient therapy here?
Sure. When they come for inpatient therapy, they can expect to work really hard because our job in the physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy department is to get that resident back to their highest level.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of therapy, usually 7 days a week. There might be 1 day of therapy where you get one therapy, another day where you get all 3 therapies, depending on what the needs are. But expect to work hard. Therapy's provided every day of the week, usually 5 days staggered, for whatever discipline. So lots of things. We want to get you home safely and at the highest level.
Well, that sounds great.
Yeah.
So how would inpatient therapy differ from outpatient therapy? What can they expect if they take that route?
Yep. So outpatient therapy generally is not as intensive therapy as for frequency, like usually 2 or 3 times a week that you might come to the outpatient therapy department. Generally, physical therapy or occupational therapy or speech therapy. We have all those 3 therapies, but not necessarily all therapies in one day.
Okay.
If you need that, we certainly can provide that.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the outpatient therapy, that's in the Monticello building right outside of the fitness center.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, they would actually come to the department. The residents would come to the department for therapy. There are some sessions, and this is what differentiates us from a lot of other programs in the outpatient therapy world, that if therapy is necessary in the resident's environment, if we need to go to somebody's apartment for one session, if we need to go outside of the bocce ball court and get the safest way to do that, to get you active and back into the environment the safest way, we can do that.
Oh wow.
So that's really
great.
the unique part of having therapy on site here at Riddle Village.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So we have therapy on site, but what's a tip you can give our residents or people of this age group, kind of a tip to help them either avoid therapy or get their strength back at home if something happens?
Right. I'm a speech language pathologist by background. I'm licensed as a speech path.
Okay.
So I asked the physical therapist before coming down here.
Thank you.
And you know what the unanimous response?
What?
Stay active.
Okay.
Keep moving.
Yeah.
Take advantage of going to the fitness center. We have got a great fitness center here. Take advantage of all the activities. This is a very active, vibrant community.
Mm-hmm.
So take advantage of going to the bocce ball and doing cornhole toss and meeting up with all the different things that are available here at Riddle. So they're like, stay active and keep moving.
Yeah, it's easy to do at Riddle Village. There's always, whether it's
so
a daily
many
activity, a club, exercise class, there's always so much to do here. So that's a good tip.
Yeah.
And then you talked about like ways you can be active at Riddle Village, our therapy program. What do you think is one thing that sets the Riddle Village therapy program apart from other places?
So the Riddle Village therapy program, you will receive one-on-one therapy. It's your time with the therapist.
Mm-hmm.
Some outside outpatient. If you drive to an outpatient clinic, you might have a therapist that's here, and then they run away, and then they do something else, and it's all legitimate, appropriate therapy.
Mm-hmm.
But what differentiates us here is really one-on-one. You are getting one-on-one. The other great thing at Riddle Village is that we work as a team.
Mm-hmm.
We're collaborating with all the different parts of this community to get you safe into your apartment, to stay safe in your apartment. And we work as a team, interdisciplinary, working to make sure that you can stay in your apartment or your highest level of care.
Wow, that is
Yeah,
awesome. You guys do
yeah.
such a good job. It's so nice to hear how like other departments in the community come together to make this such a great community,
Yep.
safe, fun, anything a resident could ask for.
Yep.
So thank you so much for sitting down with me
You're
today.
welcome.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Brooke, that conversation was so interesting.
Yeah, Karen's great.
Really great. And something I took away that I personally didn't know is how above and beyond the therapy department goes. I love the fact that if our resident went into therapy, whether it's inpatient or outpatient, and perhaps maybe they have a love for using the putting green and something physically happened to them that they're not able to do it, they don't just stay in the therapy rooms. They'll actually take a resident out, work with them to get back to their highest level, and that's really exciting and I think something very unique.
Yeah, I didn't know that was offered here either, and I really also liked her emphasis on the one-on-one time.
Yeah.
Everything for every individual resident is like customizable. You get full attention every session, and you can't get that everywhere.
No, this was very, very interesting, as I said before, and I'm just glad that we had the opportunity to learn more about the therapy department.
Yeah.
And next week, if you recall last week, we covered the upcoming Down Lockland putting tournament, which is actually happening right now. Currently, they're actually doing the championship round.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't wait to come to you next week and show you all the highlights of the big game, and we will be happy to give you the updates on who won this year.
Yep, next week's going to be a good one, so we'll see you then.
All right, bye everybody.
Bye.